So, it's the end of another year. And continuing to defy all expectations, the Vita is still around and still getting lots of games. It seems like a good time to reflect back on the big stories and events that happened in 2017. So, in no particular order, here are some of the big Vita stories that happened in 2017. Limited Run Games gets competition. 2017 seemed to be the year where we had lots of new publishers of physical Vita games, like East Asia Soft publishing on PlayAsia, Signature Edition Games, and Badland Games publishing Axiom Verge and Velocity 2X. Vita game collectors have lots to keep track of now. For me personally, this was the year I gave up trying to have a full set of Vita games. I'll still pick up the odd game that I really want, like Axiom Verge or Rainbow Skies, but I kind of feel like there's too much to keep track of now. Unexpected releases. There have been so many unexpected releases this year, like SteamWorld Dig 2 getting announced only weeks before the Vita release, Undertale getting announced at E3 and then released in August, Papers, Please getting teased in November and then released in December, and 2064 Read-Only Memories that was announced to be cancelled in October and then unexpectedly released in December. 2017 turned out to be so much better than I expected it to be, partly because we had so many releases that we weren't even expecting or thinking were coming to the platform. The Vita Lounge wrapping up. So, some sad news from my perspective, the Vita Lounge stopped reporting on new stories and stopped doing reviews. The team over there moved on to reporting on Switch games, which was a real shame because I really liked the Vita Lounge. It was a great source for Vita news and reviews. It will be missed. Square Enix still remembers the Vita. Romancing Saga 2 was announced so long ago for Vita in the West. I'd pretty much given up hope on it, but then in November, the director announced it was still coming to Vita and would be released in December. And not only that, Square Enix announced that the Secret of Mana 2 remake was coming to the Vita in February 2018. It's great to see a big publisher still remembering the Vita and still releasing games for it. PlayStation Experience had no Vita news. In December we had the 4th PlayStation Experience, and this was the first year that there was no Vita news and no new Vita games announced at the show. We know that Sony had pretty much given up on the Vita after the second year, but PSX was still that one show where they showed some love for the system. It's a shame to see that that's not happening anymore either. The Switch sets the world on fire. So the Switch came out in 2017. It seemed like this would be the death knell for the Vita, but despite this, the Vita's been getting a steady pace of games. There were 109 games released in the West on PSN this year. That's around 2 games a week, which is not bad for a supposedly dead system. Oh, and this was the year that millions of Switch owners have discovered what Vita owners have known for years, that portable gaming is fun. 2018 is looking like a good year. At the end of 2016, I thought 2017 would be the last year of the Vita. There were only a handful of games that I was really looking forward to at the end of last year, but 2018 is already looking to be packed with excellent releases like Catherine, Stardew Valley, the Persona dancing games, Iconoclast, and many, many more. It's great to see so many games that I want to play are still coming out to the system next year. So overall, I think this has been a really good year for the Vita. It's been surprising how many excellent games have released for Vita this year, like Ys 8, Salt and Sanctuary, Rose in the Twilight, SteamWorld Dig 2, and many, many more. It feels like this is one of the best years for the Vita in terms of games, and right now it's looking like 2018 may even surpass it. So guys, what were your big stories or events for 2017 for the Vita? And what do you think of the Vita's prospects for 2018? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.